Good morning, students. Let us start today with crop protection management. We will do explanation of the crop protection management. We have started with chapter number 15, improvement in food resources, which includes both agriculture and animal husbandry. We are heading almost towards the end of the agriculture portion. Right now only storage portion will remain after this. So crop protection management, let us see against what is the crop to be protected from and how is it managed. We will have a detailed explanation of that. See, crop protection management. Field crops are infected by large number of weeds, insect pests and diseases. It happens that after doing lot of hard work in sun and all, it can happen that the crops can get destroyed. Right? After spending so much for fertilizers, manures and everything, it can happen that the crops get destroyed by weeds or insect pests or diseases. So field crops do get infected by these weeds, insects and diseases. What are weeds? Unwanted plants. What are weeds? Unwanted plants. So, if weeds and pests are not controlled at the appropriate time, then they can damage the crop so much that most of the crop is lost. This is to be taken care of. See, weeds. We know they are unwanted plants which grow along with the main crop. So, weeds should be controlled, that too at proper time. Even pests, kide, what we call, right? Jivda padi jai, that is what we call. Otherwise, they will damage the crop to such an extent that most of the crop will be lost. Right? Either quantity wise it would be lost or quality wise it would become so bad that nobody will purchase it. So, farmer has to be very careful about weeds and pests. What are weeds? I have already told you. They are unwanted plants in the cultivated field. You never wanted them. Grass is there or other unwanted plants are there. They are nothing but weeds. For example, xanthium, that is gokhru, parthenium, gajar ghas, Cyperinus rotundus, that is motha. Now sometimes it so happens that these names of these weeds, that is asked in objective question. Xanthium or for that matter parthenium is an example of, and then in option it is given pesticide, weed or such examples are given. Then the correct answer is weed. So, examples of weeds are xanthium, parthenium, Cyperinus rotundus, that is motha. They compete for food, space and light. Now, there are people who ask, why should weeds be removed? What if in between two required crops, little bit grass grows or one plant comes up, then what is the big deal? Why should they be removed? Then the correct answer is they compete for food, space and light. See, food means in the soil, amount of nutrients is limited. Say for that matter, if two wheat crops are grown and these wheat crops, they need 30 gram nitrogen. I am simply giving you an example, right? 30 gram nitrogen each. Soil has 60 grams nitrogen, so it is sufficient for both the crops. But suppose in between one weed has grown, then that 60 gram will be distributed amongst 3 plants. Each would get 20 gram. So our main wheat crop would get less nitrogen. 30 gram is the requirement, but would get 20 gram. So they will be weak. Quality wise, they won't be proper. Quantity wise also. Then space also. See, they can grow healthily only if they are maintained at specific space and light. Availability of sunlight also will be less because part of it would be taken up by unwanted plant, and that is why they should be removed. Weeds take up nutrients and reduce the growth of the crop. So this is what the weeds do. They take up the essential nutrients which actually should have gone to main crop. As I told you, 60 gram nitrogen, 30 gram was okay. Now only 20 gram because of weeds. And so the growth of the crop will be reduced. So what can be done? Therefore, removal of weeds from cultivated fields during the early stages of crop growth is essential for a good harvest. So, you should not think that we will remove the weeds later on. From the cultivated fields, weeds should be removed during the early stages of crop growth. Right? So that the question does not arise right from the very beginning. The crops, our required crops, get essential nutrients. So during the early stages of crop growth, that is essential for a good harvest. This is related to weeds. What about insect pests? Generally, insect pests attack the plants in 3 ways. First, they cut the root, stem and leaf. See, we have done weeds. Now what about pests? So generally, insect pests attack the plants in 3 ways. First, they cut the root, stem and leaf. All the aspects they will affect, right? Then they suck the cell sap from various parts of the plant. Whatever fluid is there, water along with the dissolved minerals, that cell sap will be sucked from various parts of the plant. That will be done by insect pests. And they bore into stem and fruits. They will make hole and they will bore into the stem. From there also they will suck the cell sap, and fruits also will get damaged if there is insect pest infestation. So after working so hard, farmers would not get good quality fruits, and infested fruits nobody will purchase. So quality wise it would be affected. So they cut the root, stem and leaf. They suck the cell sap from various parts of the plant and they bore into stem and fruits. Thus, they affect the health of the crop and reduce yields. So, these pests and weeds, they affect health of the crop. Crop will not remain all that healthy and production would also become less. Quality wise, quantity wise, everywhere effect will be there if there is attack of insect pest. Diseases in plants. Third thing is diseases. Diseases in plants are caused by pathogens. Pathogens are nothing but disease causing organisms. So diseases in plants are caused by pathogens like bacteria, fungi and viruses. These pathogens can be present in and transmitted through the soil, water and air. Now you will ask that from where do these virus, bacteria or fungi enter? Answer is they can be present in the soil, they can be present in the water or they can be in the air and they can be transmitted through that. So weeds, insects and diseases, these three can destroy the crop and they can be controlled by various methods. We are going to see all these can be present in soil, water and air. These can be controlled by various methods. Which are the methods? One of the most commonly used methods is the use of pesticides, which would kill the pests. That includes herbicides, insecticides and fungicides. Right? Insecticides would kill the insects, fungicides would kill the fungus and herbicides means basically weedicides. Chemicals are there, right? Some pesticides, these all can be added. This is one way. How is this done? These chemicals are sprayed on crop plants or used for treating seeds and soil. So, these chemicals are sprayed on crop plants or seeds before sowing only. Seeds are treated with these herbicides, insecticides and soil also can be treated. Right? This is one way. Either seeds or you can put it directly in the soil. These chemicals are sprayed on crop plants or used for treating seeds and soil. We already know that, right? However, you would feel this is also simple, but we know excessive use of these chemicals creates problems. Why? Because they can be poisonous to many plant and animal species and can cause environmental pollution. We have learnt about this, how use of these pesticides and all creates problem. When it is poisonous for so many plant species, animal species, even we are greatly affected by it. Nowadays, the food which we are eating is all filled with pesticides and all. And even after washing it with water, just like that, it is not going to destroy the pesticides completely. Plus, these pesticides, when sprayed in air, cause air pollution. When sprayed in soil, they will go inside the soil in water table, and environmental, it will cause water pollution, soil pollution, air pollution, and this is how in different ways it causes environmental pollution. Weed control methods also include mechanical removal. One of the way to control unwanted plants is mechanical removal, means remove them with the help of hand. Simply you can uproot them with the help of hand or with the help of sickle, khurpi what we call, right? You can remove weeds. Preventive methods such as proper seed bed preparation. Now you would say that are there any ways by which we can prevent weeds so that later on we don't have to work hard? Answer is yes. Preventive methods are there. Which are they? Proper seed bed preparation. First, seed bed should be properly prepared. Time of sowing of crops means seeds sowing at proper time, then also automatically weeds would become less. Intercropping, yesterday only we have seen, right, how with the help of intercropping the pests or weeds can become less. And crop rotation, they also help in weed control. So these are other ways. Some other preventive measures against pests are the use of resistant varieties. Such seeds and such plants are selected that they are resistant to pest. कीड़े पड़ते ही नहीं उसमें, कीड़े को खा जाएंगे उस टाइप के, right? They can resist pests or diseases. And summer plowing, in which fields are plowed deep in summer to destroy weeds and pests. So, in summer season, when nothing is grown, plowing is done, and deep plowing is done so that weeds and pests, whatever are there, even very deep inside the soil, they are also destroyed. And this is the common method which we follow if we have garden, right? Whichever two crops we have grown, between them we do interplowing. Means we plow the soil between these two plants. So no question of weeds coming up over there or pest infesting the two crops. Next is activity 15.1. Visit a weed infested field in the month of July or August and make a list of the weeds and insect pests in the field. So, this is the activity. You are supposed to visit the field in July, August. Make list. You can ask the person, what is the name of this weed? And what is the name of the insect pests if they are there in the field? Right? This is the activity. At the end of the session, you have worksheet question. Which of the following conditions will give the most benefits? Why? This is textbook question. You can see from textbook or I am reading out. That would also be helpful to you. A. Farmers use high quality seeds. Do not adopt irrigation or use fertilizers. Second is farmers use ordinary seeds, adopt irrigation and use fertilizers. Third is farmers use quality seeds, adopt irrigation, use fertilizer and use crop protection measures. Right? You will answer this question along with the Y factor. We will discuss the answer to these questions and the previous one after in-text questions get accumulated. Together we will take up the session. Till then, you be prepared with the answers.